Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago.
Last video game I have where I see the Redskins on it.
Teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Redskins. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here we go. Now a handoff looking right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Young off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Young to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Shut your bum ass up.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Young. Throwing deep for Galladay. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. Now they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard.
You call me rushing me and you got down pausing. You gonna bring your bum ass on?
Ready! And logo.
They will run for the first time here with White. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Recon, 152 fighter. You got that. Roll out. Defense.
They go right back to White here on first down.
Yeah.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Second and 4. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On third down, a run from White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Not really. You got sacked on it anyway. I said, not really. You got sacked on it anyway.
Out there ready for this next drive.
Yeah, it would have been a loss regardless.
They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
3rd and long for Young. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked.
Good job, fellas. Way to fight with each other.
But instead it just brings up 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15.
Yeah. You ain't got to outrun him.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Good tackle, kicker.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
They tried to cheat the shit out of it.
Build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming.
Looking to throw, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, watch that. Check right 54. Right 54.
Young on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit
Hold them up.
And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
We go. And you stop. Score.
On 2nd down, it's White. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, stand off.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Go.
Looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there.
Yeah,
The football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams...
37. Who 37 is, man? Knock me in the ass out there.
He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Hey,
just
man,
a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Young back near the goal line. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Young working out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, here's White. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. This is caught inside the 15.
Man, that cartoon ass shit.
That one good for 26 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Back to the end zone. Could he get his feet?
Get his ass out of here.
It's incomplete.
Get his ass out of here, man.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman.
That's what he gets for doing all that cute shit instead of just going to catch the ball.
The NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Who are you talking to?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A little too aggressive defensively.
I take the pass interference just to make you feel better.
Going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Young now from the 50. And they'll work this down
Pass
to the
interference.
40-yard line. Tackled there. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Slam, slam, slam.
Right back to him on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
From the 30 on second down, Young. Open man is Galloway, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is first and goal from about the 8. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, let's go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey. Mike 55.
Second down and goal. Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's third and goal. Young will set to throw. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Gay ass shit.
He's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
All right, I see how we rocking now.
Drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second and 6. And he almost had it defensively.
Come on, man.
Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On third down, he'll drop to... It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Young. And they're going to get him.
We got no time to throw the damn ball, dog. Shit is ridiculous.
Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33.
Yeah.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm. Team had one tell me once.
They run. Robinson. And he got blown up.
So y'all really won't go pick the block up.
Back at the 44. That's going to go.
That's how we playing today, huh?
It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Tackles. 54
Now Young, throwing on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Look at that cartoon-ass shit, man.
Caught inside the 35. And he's a long ways into Washington territory.
Can't make this shit up.
The turf. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 68 yards. Well, that didn't take long.
Just throw it up.
And we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Going on the ground. It's White. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know if
losing to a fucking bomb.
Had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now,
I said I'm losing to a fucking bomb.
And each team defines a big play.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks.
It's the same pass you just made, but my player can't throw the ball.
2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. To throw, Young. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5.
Every time he get ready to throw the ball, he has those. I don't get that, dog. Man, too damn fast to be out there. Can't outrun nobody. Ain't nobody on the field faster than him. I don't understand that shit. Hurry, get this shit off my screen, man. Press some buttons. What the hell is you doing?
Yard line, it's a sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Up at the 17. There. Now Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here
Team
ready
suck,
for the
I
next
suck.
drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Knock his ass out.
They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
He's going to look deep for more. And this will be caught at the 30.
You okay with that?
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there.
I hope you lose every game by 50.
As his guys continue to pour it on. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hope Pitts puke beat your
The
ass.
chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious.
Nah,
here,
you a bum.
But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Cheese ball ass shit,
2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Mad not to stop it.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come on.
Now Jones to throw again. And that's
Pass
gonna be
interference.
incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where
By
you just
D
say,
lineman in
let's
the
move on. Let's not
backfield.
even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially.
And he's going to be intercepted a
Perfect
3rd time.
timing. Good
At
job.
the 47. Their own 44-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably
Send his
in hand.
ass to the
scoreboard
hospital.
Speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now White. And some space here. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into.
Good, I get to hit his ass again.
Boswell for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. They'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance
that's
to
the
come
one you dropped,
in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
All the other shit he done caught tonight, that's the one he dropped.
Here's Jones. Gonna throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th.
I'm so tired of seeing perfect timing, man.
At the 17. And his guys are
shit's so lame.
the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start the drive with White, and an alley to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there, with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. The PAT will extend their lead.
I'm gonna take you off my friend list. Deal with fucking faggots.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further up.
Nah, kill yourself.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Me not play nothing with you. Kill yourself.
What we got? Check 4, check 4.
here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside.
And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe somebody...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we
go
get
down
to
what you
reset.
appreciate.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 9, check 9. Hey, dude.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
I mean, 93 speed DN.
On the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
Yeah, I'm sending the middle linebacker up the middle on blitz and 6.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
54,
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
I know. Can't make this shit up.
Able to shake free and get home for the sack. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They come out here in the eye. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Haywood. 66. 3 bucks.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 56, Mike 56. You're not there.
2nd and 4. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point now by Boswell. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Playing traffic.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes, Coach, say that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something
on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game. And a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout.
Hey, playing traffic, man.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hope somebody get injured off your team just for being an asshole.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And now we'll get a timeout here. 1 second to go in this game. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46.